Hi, welcome back to Agesa na Tech. My name is Nick Agesa. This is the second episode to my Introduction to Networking course. And if you haven't watched episode 1, please watch it. It's somewhere up here. So today we just want to continue from where we left off last time. Kwanza, before even I get into that, please remember to like, share, subscribe, share it to all your friends who are into networking, who want to learn more about IT and are seeking to learn a career, seeking to land a job in IT. Yes. So, all right. So we'll just pick up from where we left off last time. Tuliacha hapa kwa switch. So tulikuwa tumesema the switch is more like a mailman, yani mtu anadeliver barua and anadeliver barua on the same network. So tulisema switch ina connect PCs on the same network. I just want to get into it, drill it more into you ndio uweze kuunderstand is switch kabisa. So over here we have a switch. Tumesema switch ina connect PCs on the same network. Tuko na PC1 over here. PC1 inajaribu kusend data to PC2 over here, yeah? So ukiangalia kwenye switch nayo inajua switch hata iangalii as in haijui PC1, haijui PC2. What the switch knows, inajua MAC address. Alright? So switch iko na table fulani inside it inaitwa MAC address table. Alright? So PC1 yenye iko connected kwa hii port. This is the port 1 kwa the switch. Naona PC1 iko connected kwa port 1 kwa the switch. So switch itaangalia nini iko connected kwa port 1, itasema MAC address yake ni A. That is what is connected to my first port. And then unaangalia hizi port zingine ziko blank, so hakuna PC yenye iko connected to those ports. But PC2 iko connected to port 5. So PC2 ni B. So switch inaangalia MAC address table yake inasema port 5 iko na nini iko connected kwa port 5, MAC address yake ni B. So when PC1 is sending data to PC2, inatumia your data packet inakuwa named as source MAC address ni nini, ni A. So switch inajua A yenye connected kwa port 1 ina send data, na hiyo data inakuwa sent wapi? Inakuwa sent to destination MAC address ni B. So switch inaangalia hii destination MAC address hii B iko connected wapi? Iko connected kwa port 5. So inaamua okay, sawa, I'm going to send that data through port 5, na ndio hiyo sasa inakuja ina land kwa the computer. So the data inakuwa sent to the right computer. That's how basically a switch works. All right? Now moving on swiftly. So tushaongelea MAC address, switch inaonyesha the MAC addresses. All right, so the next thing kwa our networking journey ni kuna hii number inaitwa IP address. I bet umeisikia. I bet umeisikia to someone talking about an IP address. So an IP address is a unique number given to every device on a network to help the devices, so to help it send and receive data. I said not every device on the network, every device on the internet has an IP address. Okay, so yeah, so an IP address ni a unique number yenye tunapea. So this is wewe kama network engineer, sasa right now I need to start calling you the network engineers. You as the network engineer, you give a device an IP address, all right? Nika phone number or something like that. Ni a unique number, but iko different from the MAC address, by the way. MAC address ni kama fingerprint, tulisema. Iyo hata hatuwezi change. Iyo when the computer was being made kwa company, ilitoka huko kama imeshaandikwa MAC address ya hiyo computer. Na hiyo MAC address iko labeled kwa the Ethernet card ama the wifi card ama the bluetooth card, so zote ziko na different MAC addresses. Kwa hii example yetu hapa since tulikuwa tuna hii computer iko connected via cable, inamaanisha iko connected to the ethernet card. So hii MAC address yenye tunasema hapa, hii yote ni ya ethernet. Alright, so kama hata tungekuwa tunatumia wifi yenye tulikuwa tunatumia access point, unakumbuka wifi inakuwa provided na access point, so access point itaangalia like, oh, what is the wifi MAC address ya EPC, so that's what will be used. But switch bado itaendelea kuwork to the same way. Itakuwa na MAC address table, itasema port 1 iko connected to this, port 2 iko connected to this, and then that's how it will send the data. But now talking about IP addresses ni hizo namba zenye sasa sisi wenyewe tunaamua kupea device, you know, kwa network ndio ziweze kucommunicate. Kenye human beings wanajua ni sisi tunajua IP address. Hiyo ndio kitu yenye tunajaribingi kuconnect to. Senye una try kuconnect to a computer on your network, unaandikanga IP address ya your computer. Anyway, we'll get more into that. For now, let's just learn more about IP addresses. So, tumesema hapa hivi, an IP address is a unique number given to a device on a network to help it send and receive data. An IP address is like an address where you are right now. All right, yes. Your current location, it can change depending on where you are connected, either on your home, on a school, Wi-Fi, coffee shop, whatever. So IP address inaweza change. Ina matter the thing why inaweza change ni because where like the network engineer anaweza amua kuichange. You know, hata ukiwa kwa nyumba yako leo unaweza tumia IP address ya 192.168.1.10, kesho uamue kuchange your network, uamue kutumia IP address ya like 10.10.10.1, something like that. Tuta look more into that. Na pia ukienda like to different networks, cause kama kwa network yangu mimi situmii IP address ya 192.168.1. something like that. Mimi natumia the 10.10.10. Na pia kuna IP address ingine internal yenye unaweza tumia like 172. All that ina change from different place to place. So yeah, we'll get more into that. That's why nasema like IP address inaweza change. MAC address nayo ni like a fingerprint. It's a unique number on your device. It never changes. Hiyo nayo iliandikwa hapo. Nika wewe huwezi change fingerprints zako. Your fingerprints are the same everywhere you go, so you can't change them. All right. An IP address is broken into two: internal and external IP. All right. Sasa, right now we need to think of. Let me show you an example. Our internal IP. So let's say, acha tuangalie hii building inaitwa Sifa Apartments, yeah? Actually, let's just read through it first. So an IP is broken into internal and external IP. Let's look into internal and external IP. So let's say you live on an apartment building called Sifa Apartments, and your specific door unit is door 20. Sifa Apartments is your external IP address, and door 20 is your internal IP address. All right. So when you order food from Uber, inaletwa kwa, you don't just say door 20. Unasema leta kwa Sifa Apartment door 20. The delivery guy atakuja to Sifa Apartment, akishafika atadeliver to exactly door 20. Let's get more into that. So niko hapa na this building over here, this is your residential apartment, inaitwa Sifa Apartments, ndio? This is what is shown outside. Kila mtu akikuja kukuvisit anasema like, oh, naenda Sifa Apartments, ndio? And then wewe unaishi kwa a specific unit over here. Door 20 is the house that you live in. Ndio hii hapa. That is the house that you live in. And then Sifa Apartment, this one, this is the apartment buildings, ndio? So Sifa Apartment will be known as your external IP address. Okay, and .20 will be known as your internal IP, like that. Sasa let's say uko na mtu wa nduthi, mtu wa nduthi yeah, obviously mtu wa nduthi, or like let's say someone kutoka Uber anakuja kudeliver chakula yako. Akikuja kwa Uber utakomeandika your external IP, utakomeandika the building, like, oh, where is this food being delivered? At Sifa apartment. And then akishafika Sifa apartment, exactly where is it being delivered? Kwa .20. Alright, so that is the idea of internal versus external IP. Let's dig more into that. Alright, so Evo, that is how you get to know. Now let's get to check our internal IP. And our internal IP isn't IPs zenye sasa like network engineer ndiye anakupea. So network engineer kwa network yako akikuja kudesign network yako anakupea an internal IP. Na this internal IP, ukitaka kuona internal IP yenye iko kwa computer yako sahi, just come here to the start menu, right click, go to terminal vile tulikuwa tunafanya last time. Ukishaingia kwa terminal, just wait for it. I'm gonna move it down here. So in the terminal, I want you to write IP config. Evo, let me zoom in so that you guys can see. So it looks like that, IP config. Si umeona? So ukishamaliza kutype IP config, press enter. Aya. Now vile press enter, you've seen a lot of things happening, showing up. So inafaa kwanza ukaangalie what is the network adapter yenye uko connected to. Probably you in the school uko connected using an Ethernet adapter because computer yako iko connected using a cable. So itabidi umekuja kwa the Ethernet adapter, umeangalia kenye imeandikwa ndani. But for me, since I'm not using an Ethernet, unaona inasema media disconnected, so there is nothing that will show over there. I want to skip all these other things. This is just a lot of noise. I want to come back down here. Hapa hivi chini kwangu sasa. Let me zoom in for you to see. Right, there we go. Then I'm gonna do that. All right, so mimi niko connected using a wireless LAN adapter. A wireless local area network adapter. That is my Wi-Fi adapter, sindio? And then ukiona hii kitu yenye imeandikwa IP address, IPv4 address, and then ndio hii hapa. So this is your internal IP address, this one. So for me, kama mi yangu ndio hii hapa ni 10.10.20.133. This is my internal IP address. All right. Nini, for you pia, please just go and look and see the IPv4 address. The number yenye imeandikwa hapa, that will be your internal IP address. And I can bet probably your internal IP address is something like 192.168.0 and then a number like, let's say 20, 50, 10, 11. Hii number ya mwisho I bet ina change, but most of the networks zenye ziko huku nje, their internal IP addresses are 192.168.0 some number. So anyway, I want you to write that number down. Kama unaweza iandika chini kwa kitabu ama kama unaweza ishika kwa akili. All right? And then if you are on a network the fact that you are in school, you have someone else next to you. So huyo mtu mwingine pia atakwambia IP address yake, because we want to connect to their computer in some way. If you are at home, probably if you have another computer right there with you, pia unaweza kaangalia pia your internal IP address yake, and then tunaenda kufanya something. We are gonna try and connect to that internal IP. So this is it. There's a command that we usually use. I'm gonna clear this from my screen so that I just have a clean window yenye mtaweza kuona. We use a command called ping, like this, P-I-N-G, P-I-N-G, like that. Let me zoom in. P-I-N-G ni command yenye inatumika ku test network connection. So you as a network engineer, this is a command that you'll be using a lot of times to test network connection. Kuangalia like, oh, is that other device up? So whatever we're going to do right now is we're going to try and ping the computer, your classmate's computer, or another computer that is on your network. We're going to try and ping it and see if that network is up. Sawa, if that not that network, if that computer is up. Kama your computer imezimwa, utaona ikireturn some packets zenye nasema like host not reachable. But kama your computer iko on, utaona ikireturn some things zenye like itakuwa inaonyesha that, oh, this computer is on. So anyway, instead of me talking so much, let me show you. So for me, I'm going to ping a computer that I know is on my network right now. Sawa. So you just write ping like that, and then una press space bar. So una create a space, and then unaandika the IP address ya your neighbor's computer. All right? Ama the IP address that is on your network, your IP address ingine ulipata. For me, najua another computer that is on my network right now, and my IP address is 10.10.10.200. That is another computer that I have on my network, and I'm going to try to ping it. Probably yours, kwa sababu yako ilikuwa like 192.168. something. Andika your IP address. And then once you're done writing that IP address, so ping the IP address and then press enter. Like that. All right. So I'm going to zoom in for the results so that you can see. And you can see nilikuwa na ping this IP address over here. Let me draw a thing around it so that you guys can see. That's the IP address that I was pinging. And then umeona reply from that computer. In a reply ikisema, hey yo, I'm up manze, niko hapa. Ni kama umesema, hey, hello, are you alive? And then reply mara 4, reply 4 times ikisema, yes, I'm alive, done. Kitu kama hiyo. So that is even the command yenye si utumia kujaribu kuangalia like if devices are online or not. And you can see like packets over here. So the packets sent, tulituma 4 packets to that computer, and then packets received ni 4 packets. And then tunaangalia, is there anything lost? 0. Hakuna kitu yote yenye iko lost, sindio? That's amazing. Another way like vile tunaweza tumia kutest. Sasa pia hii command pia inatumiwanga kutest kama uko na internet connection. So let's say mtu amekucall anakuambia like, oh man, I don't know if I have internet manze, I don't know if things are working, could you just check? As a network engineer utaenda hapo. So this is an example yenye si wote tunaweza fanya. Utafungua the command prompt vile tumefungua hivyo, the PowerShell window, and then uandike ping and then uping google.com, something like that, yeah. And then press enter. So I'm gonna zoom in so that you see. Yeah, this is where we are. So this is my command. This is what I wrote. Let me do this. Let me just show you. This is what I wrote. I wrote ping google.com, and then tumepata reply from this number. Alafu imefanya hivi. So google.com, the IP address ya google.com ndio hii. Sijali, tutakuja kulearn more about it. Probably maybe umepata another different IP address, I don't know, but google.com inatumia different IP addresses. This is their external IP. Na Google is a big company, so Google iko na a lot of servers zenye zinatumia different IP addresses. So if you got something else, good, but if you got the same as me, amazing. This tume ping google.com na yo Google ime reply na easy packets ikisema like yes I'm up. Hii ni Google server yenye tuna ping sahi. I'm up. Tume receive 4 packets, tumesend 4 packets na tuka receive 4 packets na 0 imekuwa lost. So kama hii yangu inaonyesha that my internet is actually alive. Let's say angekuwa connected to the internet, tungeona tu like host not reachable. Let me now do another example yenye like I know I'm gonna clear my screen so that nikuwe tuna a fresh window. Let me do an example where I know that this computer is not on my network. This computer is definitely not on my network. So nataka kujaribu tu kuping something na tuone like the way you will receive the lost packets, like kuonyesha that computer is not on, ama is off, ama is not even on the network. So let's try. I'm gonna write ping and I'll just pick a number yenye like, cause mi unajua mi natumia 10.10.10, so let's say .254 cause yo si server yenye na exist hapa. I'll do that and then press enter. Aya, now look, it's taking long kwanza, then nasema request timed out. Let's wait. Request timed out. Request timed out. Then the 4th packet, request timed out, alafu inaonyesha 0. Aya, let me zoom in ndio muweze kuona vizuri. So this is it. Ilisema ping hivo, and then unaona hizi all these request timed outs. Let me just highlight them. Those ones, request timed out, cause hii server iko off, like this computer iko off, it's not online right now. So unapata kitu kayo request timed out, and then tulituma 4 packets, 0 received because the computer did not respond with anything. Alafu how many lost packets? 4 packets are lost. That's how you know that device is not online. So ping is a command yenye tunatumia ku test. Alright, I'm gonna just show you that example again with a network simulation tool that I'm using inaitwa Packet Tracer. Alright, ndio hii hapa. So I went ahead and created a network yenye iko na 4 computers. So probably this is how your school is, ama your work office is, ama probably your home network kama uko na like a bunch of computers over there. Even your TV probably. So kama unajua TV yako, IP address ya TV yako, you can try and ping it. We are looking at the internal IP addresses. Ndio tunaangalia kwanza, hii ni internal ni yenye iko kwa our local area network, and our local area network is what we can control. So I am the network admin, nimekuja nika install my switch over there. Hizi ni computers zenye let's say the company has bought, nikazi connect to the switch, to different ports on the switch, and then now kenye nilifanya nilikuja huku ndani ya hiyo computer nikaenda kuconfigure. Mimi ndiye niliandika hii IP address, so nimeamua kutumia, let me zoom in. So nimeamua kutumia this IP address 192.168.0. something. So like this is my first this is PC3. PC3 nimeipea .0.10, so hiyo ndiyo .10 ndiye yake. Aya, ukiangalia nyingine hapa, that is my PC3. Aya, PC2 nayo nimeamua kukuja nikaipea I actually didn't give it an IP address. Alright, ngoja. So let me look at all the IP addresses that are given to all these PCs. Desktop. So I'll come here. Hii nimeipea, as you can see, hii nimeipea, hii ni PC4. So let me show you. This is PC4 mkiona hapo hivyo, and then nimeipea 192.168.0.20 hivyo. Aya, acha nione. So that means hizi PC zingine sijazipea anything. Cool. So hii ni .10, hii ni .20. Hii PC2 nitakuja niipe an IP address. So let's say 192.168 .0.30. That will be my IP address for PC2. And then for PC5, I'll come here and then do 192.168.0.40. Yeah, that's my IP address for that PC. All right, so all these are the PCs on the network. This is how it is. We know that they're on the same network because they use this IP address yenye ni similar. So the only thing tuna change ni namba ya mwisho. Na hii namba ya mwisho, the only thing tumeshinda tukichange ni namba ya mwisho. If you haven't noticed, ni hiyo namba ya mwisho inamaanisha like ni the device. Sasa hiyo ndio the device name. Kenye tunasemanga hapa hivi ni easy fast digits like your 192.168.0. hizo ni za network, so that's the network. And then your 10 20 30 zenye nimekuwa nikiweka as the last digit inaonyesha the computer, yani the host. Okay, na hauwezi like, by the way, I cannot name like, sasa unaona kama hii ni PC3 nimename 192.168.0.10 alafu let's say nikuje kwa hii PC4 nikuje hapa alafu niamue kuiname, oh man, come on, open up, nikuje kwa PC4, why is it not working, man? Okay, nikuje kwa PC4 hapa, let's say nitoe E20 niamue kuiname 10. If I name it like that and then I press enter, look at what will happen. Aya, let me zoom in. Inasema come on, stop. Inasema this address is already used in the network, so siwezi ka name PC the same kama ile ingine, so the only way ni kuiname something different, na ilikuwa 192.168.0.20. okay, cool, there. So tunataka tu kuonyesha the same thing yenye tumefanya like ile yenye tulikuwa tumeping Google, tumeping computers on our network. So I'm going to ping a computer on that network na nitafungua my command prompt. Hii command prompt ukinotice ni almost to the same kama the thing yenye tulifungua hapa chini, hii terminal. Kiangalia, hebu open my terminal, man. Naona zinakaa almost the same, yeah? Zinakaa almost the same. But yeah, it's cool. Don't worry, I'll later on as we continue nitakuonyesha how to install this network simulation environment where India tutakuwa tunatumia kubuild networks ndio tuweze ku understand more about computer networks. But for now, just look and see. All right, so hivyo hii tunajua EPC. Kwanza first things first, let's say sasa tumeingia kwa network, hata tujui the IP address of this PC. What are we gonna do? We're going to write ipconfig like this. Okay, so tunaandika ipconfig alafu tuna press let me zoom in kwanza ndio muone hiyo command vizuri. Nilikuwa nishawaonyesha but it's good to show again. So tunaandika ipconfig like that, and then tukishamaliza tuna press enter. Now when you press enter, inakuonyesha the IPv4. Unakumbuka nikisema IPv4? So here we are, IPv4 address ndio hii. Na niyo address yenye niliandika. Mnakumbuka for PC3 192.168.0.10. That is the IP address ya hii. Sawa, so tunajua hii IP address. Hiyo tuseme umeingia tu kwa network, wewe ni msemu hata haujui hii network like hizi PCs ziko na nini gani. So tumeona PC3 iko na 192.168.0.10. Aya, tukuje tuangalie sa PC4 tena. Unakuja hapa hivi unafungua its command prompt, which is ile style ya kufungua terminal yenye tu tushafanya already. So ukitaka unaweza karudi huko, but this one pia nayo nilikuwa nimeshaandika ipconfig. So ipconfig yake ukiangalia, tukizoom in, chani pause hapo and then ni waonyeshe this. Tukizoom in tunaona IP address yake ni 192.168.0.20. That is the IP address of this other computer. Na hivyo ndio utajua when you go into a network. Sasa now we want to communicate to that other PC. Alright? Hapa nataka kuwaonyesha a simulation of how everything happens. Alright, so okay, so nitaandika acha kwanza acha ni switch to simulation mode. Unajua ile time tukisend packets ilikuwa inaonyesha very fast, so nikiswitch to simulation mode itakuonyesha vile packet ina move pole. Nitaweza kupause, nikirewind na nini, ndio muweze kuona vile hiyo data ina move from PC3 to PC4. So kenye nitafanya nitakuja hapa niandike ping. Nakumbuka ping ni command yenye tunatumia kutest if a device is online. Sawa, so ping 192.168.0.20 because tuna ping from PC3 to PC4. Tuna ping from PC3 to PC4. I'm gonna zoom in so that you just see that command nicely. Ndio hiyo hapo. And this is the same command yenye like nimewambia kama mko on the network, if you're in a school, jirani wako si amekuonyesha IP address yake, wewe ping IP address ya jirani wako na yeye anaweza ping pia IP address yako, ndio test kama connection ina happen. So ndio hii sasa, this is the same thing. Nimeandika ping 192.168.0.20. Alright, so nikishafanya hivyo nafinya enter, si ndio? Alright, so nikishafinya enter, since niko kwa simulation mode, hapa hivi sasa inataka kuonyesha vile hii packet ina travel. So ndio hii imetengeneza the first packet. Alright, and then tukimove through the timeline, ndio hiyo imetuma wapi? Ikatuma kwa switch. So vile ilifika kwa switch kenye iliangalia ni nini? Switch imeangalia MAC address, inaangalia MAC address ya EPC. Alright, the MAC address by the way, hata by the way nimefanya hivi, so now you can see the MAC address right there. MAC address ya EPC for Ethernet, your first Ethernet port 0 inasema iko up, imeonyesha IP address yake ni 192.168.0.10, alafu imeonyesha MAC address pale ni 0007.ec9c.1574. so hivyo, so switch inajua like hii iko connected to this port, iko connected to a certain port na MAC address yake ndio hii. Na sasa hiyo envelope yenye unakumbuka ile envelope yenye ilikuwa tunatuma the data packet, hii data packet so imekuwa labeled na the initial MAC address, imekuwa labeled na MAC address ya hii computer na destination MAC address ni this other computer. So ndio hiyo imefika kwa switch. After ishafika kwa switch ikaituma. Ngoja lenga hiyo, we will learn about that later, but anyway, switch ndio hii ikatuma kwa this PC right here. Okay, na hiyo PC ikareceive hapo hivyo. So unaona switch imeact kama the mailman, imeact kama mtu wenye anapeleka barua, imetoa barua kwa hii ikapeleka kwa hii. These are the things lengeni, we will learn more about it, but tukirudi kuangalia kwa this stuff. So imefika bado hii haija reply, so this one inafaa ianze kureply. So unaona hiyo ikareply, ikarudisha hapa. So this time EPC hii letter yenye inakuwa replied, EPC source ni MAC address ya EPC, na tukiangalia MAC address ya EPC ni 00602FD17BD2. Alright, so that is the source MAC address, na destination MAC address yake itakuwa MAC address ya hii nyingine. So switch ndio hiyo, switch ikareceive, ikasema okay, poa, nimereceive from this port, MAC address ndio hii, that's the PC that's sending. Where is it sending to? It's sending to this other MAC address yenye ni ya PC3. PC3 iko connected to what port? So itatuma, utaona ndio hii ikaituma kwa PC3. So PC3 ndio hiyo imereceive the first reply, na tukikuja hapa kwa nini, okay, hold up, kuja hapa inafaa ikatuonyesha the first reply. Hold up, pull up. Anyway, I'm just gonna fast forward it. Naona tu ndio hiyo inaenda, tunatuma packets, ndio hiyo inarudi huko, alafu ikatuonyesha our first reply. Yes, anyway, ndio hii first reply yetu. Sasa nakumbuka tulituma 4 packets ile time yetu kiping, unaona inatumanga 4 packets. Story ni bado hii ping haijamaliza, nimeiweka into simulation mode ndio tuweze kuona vile packets zinaenda pole because otherwise itakuwa too very fast. Unajua na move at the speed of light, so very fast na ishafika huko. Actually I think ina move at the speed of electricity kwa sababu tunatumia hizi cables, but it's cool. Ndio hii fast reply yetu, ndio hiyo from 192.168.0.20 ina reply hiyo packet iko poa, so ime reply ikisema niko hapa, and then our PCE 192.168.0.10 which is our PC3 ikaamua kutuma another packet, yeah. Sasa ndio ikatuma another packet, ndio hii reply kwanza, unaona reply ndio inatika hapa inasema hiyo reply imefika, then hiyo ikatuma another packet tena. Let's continue, come on. Yeah, let's see if it's replying. Ndio hiyo sasa inatuma the second one now. Hizo vitu zote umeona zikiapia kwa screen, we will learn more about them, but it's a lot of things that happen by the way when you're sending data, but this is the second packet yenye tunatuma sasa from our PC. Unaona tunatuma our second packet, PC3 ikishatuma second packet ndio imefika kwa namba kwa PC4, then PC4 ndio ina reply, inarudi kwa switch inasema okay, hiyo MAC address iko wapi, penye destination MAC address iko wapi, iko hapa PC3. So ndio inatuma kwa PC3, ikisharudi kwa PC3 tunaona another reply. Are you guys seeing that second reply now? This is our second reply right there. This is cool. You can see our second reply from 192.168.0.20. Alright, that's the second reply. Unakumbuka inafaa itume 4 packets, so tuko na 2 more to go. So imetik, imesema cool. Let's skip through all this shenanigan. Ndio inatuma our third packet. Switch ndio hiyo, switch ikaituma kwa PC4. Alright, then PC4 ndio hii ina reply, then switch inaituma back to PC3. Tukiangalia our packets, reply ya 3 ndio hiyo imefika. Alright, our third reply is right there, imefika. Boom. Tuende kwa the last one. So inafaa itume the fourth one, ndio hii tuma. God damn it. Okay, ndio hiyo imetuma the fourth one. No, haijatuma. Just skip all that was noise. Ndio hii sasa inatuma the fourth one right now. Now the fourth one ndio hiyo inakuja, inaingia kwa switch nayo inasema ni aje. Okay, cool, let me send it to the right MAC address, iko kwa this port, so inatuma kwa that port 4. Ndio hiyo, alafu port switch hiyo PC4 tena nayo inaamua ku reply, and then switch ina reply kwa PC3. So now when it replies to PC3, now when we look at our replies, tunaona the fourth one ndio imefika sasa. The fourth one is right here. There we go. Reply from 192.168.0.20. Alafu tukiangalia packets sent ni 4 packets were sent. Yeah. Packets received, tumeona hizo received, si ndio? Receive 4 packets. How many were lost? 0. No packet was lost, so that means PC4 is online, which is 192.168.0.20. It is online. Coolio. Alright, so yeah, kama umefanya hivyo with your partner or with the person mwenye mko kando yake hapo hivyo, umeping their IP address, umeweza kuona. So the most important commands zenye tumelearn leo ni hii ya kwanza hapa hivi, ipconfig. Ipconfig inakusaidia kuona your internal IP address, alright? And then the next one tumelearn, let me show you kwanza your ipconfig ndio hii hapa. Tumelearn, hiyo ndio ilikuwa command yetu ya kwanza. And then our second command imekuwa ping. Ping tunatumia kutest if a device is online, kama iko on ama iko off. Na tumeona example in case that device is not on, what will happen. Ita reply na itasema tu like request unreachable, ama ilikuwa inasema nini, packets lost, something like that. Unaweza go back to the video na uone. But yeah, so when we write ping, lazima tuandike ping alafu the IP address, the IP address of the device that we are trying to reach. Alright, for now tumekuwa tukiping na internal IPs, so that's our internal IP. Google, senye tuliandika ping google.com, we were pinging an external IP yenye iko outside our network. Google is not inside our network. Tunakumbuka, it's not inside our LAN network. Iko outside, iko kwa the internet, iko somewhere else. So tumesema by the way that wewe pia in your literally tumia the apartment example, tukisema that wewe unaishi kwa hii building. Come on, unaishi kwa hii building inaitwa Sifa, unaishi kwa hii door inaitwa door 20. Senye una order chakula inaenda kwa mtu wa Uber, ama inaenda kwa Uber mtu wa Ndudhi akikama anajua analeta food to Sifa Apartments. Akishafika hapa kwa Sifa Apartments inabidi ameingia hapa ndani, so Sifa Apartments ndio the external IP, alafu inabidi ameingia ndani, alafu sasa sahi akishaingia ndani anaanza kuangalia okay, so where am I going by the way? Sasa nishafika Sifa Apartments, so imetoka kwa internet. In short, unajua sasa internet ndio huyo mtu wa Ndudhi akikam akileta food, huyo mtu wa Uber akikam akileta food, sasa hiyo tuseme ni anatoka kwa internet. Akishafika external IP yako, so yake tu akikam anakam na external IP, anakuja kwa Sifa Apartments, that's our external IP. Akishafika hapo anaingia ndani ya your LAN, your local area network. Sasa anaingia ndani ya boma yako, alafu akishaingia ndani ya boma yako anaanza kujiuliza form, sasa anapeleka hii food wapi? Then sasa hapo ndio sasa anajua actually naipeleka kwa door 20, na door 20 ndio your internal IP. Alright, so now since tumeona IP config ndio the command yenye tunatumia kuona our internal IP, how do we get to know what our external IP address is? Because trust me, every network iko na internal IP na external IP. Alright, so our external IP, when we want to go to see our external IP, just go on your browser. So ukishaenda hapo, ukishafungua your browser, just type what is my IP. I'm gonna zoom in so that you see. After you just type what is my IP like that, all right, and then press enter. I've been struggling with this website. Most of the time I usually go to what is my IP address and it shows me nicely, but this website today is looking weird. So I'm just gonna go down to another website over here inaitwa nordvpn.com. I'm gonna click on that one, or you can even use this, but I'm just gonna use this one. And when you look at it, inaonyesha your external IP. This is your external IP. Your online activity can be. It's cool. Yeah. So this is your external IP, and everyone on your network, like kila mtu kwa network yako, kama uko kwa shule, kama uko kwa coffee shop, probably labda uko kwa Starbucks, uko kwa coffee shop, ama uko kwa hoteli ama nini, uko connected to their wifi, ukiandika what is my IP, the IP address that you see, that is your external IP. And every device on that network iko na the same external IP. Sasa hisi kama internal IP, because internal IP ni different for all the devices. Like tunaona like the last digit, ile digit ya mwisho ilikuwa na change, kulikuwa na 10, 20, 30, 40, something like that. Hiyo ilikuwa na change, but right now with an external IP ni the same, ni the same for everyone, just the same way. Kama unaishi kwa building, unajua ni kama tu vile unaishi kwa building, door 20, sio kama hizo doors, kama hizo house numbers, like let's say ni door 1, door 2, door 3, door 4, door 5, door 6, door 7, door 8, door 9, door 10, door 11. Sasa hizo ni kama internal IPs zote. Unaona hizo zina vary depending on which house uko ndani, ama which device you are using currently. But kitu yenye na remain consistent ni hii Sifa Apartments, cause mtu wote mwenye anakuja, hata kama let's say ni door 1 na order chakula, mtu wa Ndudhi akikam atakuja aseme hiyo food inaenda wapi, inaenda Sifa Apartments. Hiyo ndio kitu ya kwanza atasema, si ndio? So atakuja Sifa Apartments. Akifika Sifa Apartments aingie ndani, sasa aingie kwa local area network, atasema nani ameorder hii food? Door 1, atapeleka food kwa door 1. Kama ni door 2 ameorder, atapeleka food kwa door 2. All kwa door 20, atapeleka food kwa door 20. But kitu yenye ni consistent ni nini? Sifa Apartments. Door 1 akiorder inakuja kwa Sifa Apartments. Door 20 akiorder inakuja kwa Sifa Apartments. Door 15 akiorder inakuja kwa Sifa Apartments. And that means hii name hai change. Hii ni the same thing, you know? Hai change for like depending on what device is trying to request this data. That means your external IP need the same for everyone on the same local area network. All right? Just like vile nimewaonyesha hapa, this is the external IP yenye maybe I'm using. Inasema niko France, which siko France na wadanganya. But anyway, now kitu nataka kuwaonyesha ni never ever share your external IP online. Like let's say una post kitu, maybe you're making a video, as in unataka kuweka on YouTube, ama unataka kuweka hata on your Instagram ama nini, and then uonyesha your external IP like that, vile mimi nimewaonyesha hivi. Never do that, because sasa hapo ndio utakuwa hacked manzi. Now everyone will be trying to connect to that IP. Everyone, hackers watakuja kuattack network yako vibaya sana, unajua. So yeah, please never share your external IP to people you don't trust. Usiwahi share your external IP with people that you don't trust. Unasikia? So like yeah, unaweza share your time menye. So funny thing ni hivi, by the way, say una connect to a website, let's say una connect to google.com, let's say una connect to Microsoft, ama una connect to Instagram, ama una connect to anything. Those websites can actually see your IP address. Hizo websites zinaona your external IP, okay? So that means ukiconnect to that website, you trust that website. You trust that Google haitakuja kukuhack. Yes? You trust that Microsoft haitakuja kukuhack. Sasa ndio maana tunasemanga usiende kwa sketchy websites. Usiende kwa websites zenye hata haujui. Maybe tu mtu amekutumia tu link, hata haujui man, hata hujui link ni nani, umepata tu some random link, ulikuwa una browse, maybe ulikuwa una website ukaona click here to win juu ya $1 million ama nini, ukaclick and then ikakupeleka kwa some random website. That website already iko na your external IP address. So imepata external IP address yako. Na wanaweza fanya some crazy things when they get your external IP address. Okay? So never share that to people that you don't trust. Sawa. Another thing that your external IP address can do. Here we are. Another thing that your external IP address can do is you can be tracked using your external IP address. Inaonyesha penye uko. Let me see. I'm just trying to load this other website tuone kama itaonyesha. Yeah, okay. I am not a robot. Verify that I'm a human being. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Sawa. So unaona kama hii inaonyesha my external IP address. Interesting, it changed. Anyway, I'm using something, because me, I'm not actually revealing what my external IP address is, because I don't want to reveal that to the internet. But I'm using something called a VPN. A VPN ina change your external IP address, inajaribu kudanganya that you are coming from somewhere else where you're not. All right? So kasa hii unaona external IP address yangu inasema niko France. Inaonyesha niko France. Na mimi siko France, mimi niko US. So since I'm using that, but wewe pia like kwanza the fact that probably you're not using a VPN, itakuonyesha that you're in Kenya. And actually, by the way, this website yenye imekata kuload banze leo, I don't know, maybe because I'm using a VPN, that's why it's misbehaving. But let's see down. It's gonna ask me to verify if I'm a human being. We all know that I'm human. As you can see right now, inaonyesha that's my external IP. And ukiangalia hadi hapa kwa map manze, kwa map pale, kwa map inakuonyesha penye uko, ina pinpoint exactly where you are in the country, na inaweza kuwa very specific hadi ionyeshe hadi the apartment that you live in, unajua kitu kama hiyo, as in like exactly from where you're connecting to. And this is how the government ina track watu pia, like this is how it tracks you, ina track like let's say ulipost, mliona like whatever was happening with the like when we had the protests last year in Kenya and people were being abducted, wanapelekwa sijui wapi nini. So wewe uko hapo, let's say umeenda kwa cyber cafe, umepost cyber cafe yenye iko around wewe, cyber cafe iko tu kwenyu, umepost, umeenda on Twitter, umepost, umeongea something about Ruto or something like that. Aya, ndio hiyo. Hawa wase like Safaricom, hawa watu like wenye wanakuprovidea internet. So we will learn more about this though. But kuna watu wenye wanaprovide internet. Na unaona kitu kama Gava iko na kitu kama like rights in Safaricom let's say ndio watu wenye wanakuprovidea wewe internet, ndio? Ama Zuku, ama nini, Zuku, ama Telcom, ama something like that. Au ndio wanaitwa your internet service providers. We'll get to learn more about that. Au ndio watu wanakuprovidea internet. So wakikuprovidea hiyo internet, au ndio wanakupeanga, unaona the external IP address yenye uko nayo, yenye tumekuwa tukiangalia, hao ndio wanakupeanga that external IP address. So wanaweza kuidentify with that external IP address. So let's say kama kwa nyumba yako umepost something on Twitter na wanataka kutrack, of course wataangalia the external IP address na wataona hii external IP address iko registered kwa nani, iko registered to this person. They come and find you just like that, you know. Na pia wanaangalia, wanajua penye umepostia from, wanaangalia, wanajua like, oh, this person has been posting from this place, so umse yako hapa, this is how we get to find you. And also like even the like people who track people online, ama like trying to hata watu wanakutumia ads, na watu wenye wanatry kuangalia your history, wenye wanatry ku create a profile on you online, wanatumia our external IP addresses, wanatumia our data. Hiyo ndio maana like cybersecurity should be very important right now, the fact that we are all online na sisi wote tunatry kuwa online. And that's why by the way I'm trying to do this course to try and just like train you on how to be safe online and how to, you know, browse the internet nicely, safe and sound, and you know, and try and be anonymous in this world that things are not anonymous, man. It's crazy out here. But yeah, cool. So you see that your external IP address, never share it with someone that you don't trust. Okay, moving on swiftly. There's another way ukitumia command prompt or like our terminal over here, you can just write this command. I'm not gonna do it, by the way. I can just show you. Like if you go to your terminal and then just write curl like that, ifconfig.me, itakuonyesha your external IP address. That is your external IP address. Na bado nimeemphasize, never share it on the internet. Never share it to people that you don't trust. Just know, by the way, the thing is this: everything that you connect to, ukiconnect to facebook.com, ukiconnect to youtube.com, ukiconnect to those places without using a VPN, we like those websites can see your external IP address. So that means when you're connecting to them, you trust them and you're sharing that information with them. But kuna some websites zenye ni sketchy, some websites zenye like watu hata ujui hata nani alitengeneza hii website, na maybe zinakuwa hosted by hackers, unajua. Now when you share your external IP address like that with them, when you click on those links, they get to see your external IP address and they can do some serious damage on your network. They can hack all the devices on your network if you're not protected. And that's why tuna learn cybersecurity. We're going to protect our networks, all right? Now, moving on. On our network now, since tumesema tumeongea, tulianza tukasema your device has a network interface card. Your network interface card, probably like Wi-Fi, wireless network interface card, or an Ethernet network interface card. Tukishatoka hapo, like kama let's say tunatumia Ethernet, tuna connect a cable to our laptop, na hiyo cable inakuwa connected to a switch, you know. Or kama tunatumia Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi signals inakuwa provided na a device called an access point, na your access point on the other side it's cabled. Your access point iko na two network interface cards, one yenye ina provide the radio waves which is Wi-Fi and like our devices use connect to, and then on the other side iko na a port yenye ni iko na ethernet network interface card, network ethernet NIC yenye cable inakuwa connected to it na inakuwa connected to the switch, si ndio? So hivyo tumeweza connect either with an ethernet cable or with Wi-Fi. Now tukishafika kwa switch, when we are sending, tumesema switch iko na MAC address table, na vile switch inatuma information, switch inatumia MAC address. Alright, na hiyo MAC address ni unique to your device, hiyo haiwezi change, is the same way. But also sisi as network engineers, when we are designing a network, tukikuja kwa hiyo ni tunapea our devices a specific unique number pia yenye inaitwa an IP address, si ndio? Na tukasema our IP address kuna two different types of IP address, our internal IP address and our external IP address. Now external IP address inakuwa provided na mtu mwenye anakupea internet, sawa au anaitwa internet service providers, kama let's say Safaricom, Zuku, Airtel, Telcom ina provide internet connection, so that means like inakupea an external IP, and then inside your network now sasa kuna kuwa na internal IPs zenye the network designer anakupea. Sawa, tukafika kwa hii device. Our next device that is on our network inaitwa a router. I think you guys have heard people say routers out here. And a router is a network device that connects two different networks. Usually your local area network, like your home, and the internet. First things first, let's just get in here. Our router, I have an example over here. I'm just gonna stop this thing. Let's do real time. I have an example over here. I have an example over here. So this is a network. This is a local area network in our let me try and draw something around it. So that's our first local area network, and then this is our second local area network. All right. These devices are on totally different local area networks. Ukiangalia our first local area network over here inatumia let me go back to this. Inatumia the IP address. Let me just do something like this. You will learn more about this the more we continue going, but there's something called a network address. This is the network address that this local area network is using. The network address is 192.168.0.0. That is the network address. Wait, I need to add something. /24. You will learn more about this stuff, but up IV, when you want to learn deeper about this stuff, this is like if you want to become a network engineer and that's the way that you want to go, or even like if you want to become just a cybersecurity person, you can get to learn more about this. I will not go deeper into this right now because I think I'll just confuse you. For now, I just want to make it a bit simpler for you to understand. So this is the network address. Network address yetu ya hii side ni 192.168.0.0. So that means devices zenye ziko kwa hii network zinaweza kaanza from 192.168.0.1. Hiyo ni device ya kwanza. Then .2 itakuwa device ya pili, .3, .4, .5, .6, .7 all the way. Since ikitu unaona hii /24 inamaanisha we can connect 254 computers to this network. That will be our limit. That will be the limit of computers that can be connected to this network. All right, that's why you saw like nilikuwa naeka .10, .20, .30 because I had a lot of like I had a lot of IP addresses to play around with. Okay, so this local area network can have as much as 254 devices on that network. This other network pia nayo, its network address is, let's do the network address over here. This network address is going to be 10.10.10.0, and then I'm going to do /24 for that one too. So that is the network address over here. This network address, as you can see, nilisema /24 inamaanisha that network can host 254 computers on the network. All right? On the same local area network, our LAN. So these are two different networks. All right? These are two different networks. Now let's say you're working in a company yenye, let's say sasa hii department let's say ni human resource. Actually, let's not even use a company. Let's use a school. So this is computer lab 1. Comp lab 1. I'm just gonna copy this right here. So this is comp lab 2 right there. So comp lab 1 kuna devices inaweza kuwa na as many as 254 devices. Comp lab 2 pia nayo iko na devices inaweza kuwa na as many as 254 devices. But these computers are on different networks. All right? These computers are on different networks. So tunakuwa na a device over here. Ni kama gate. Saa zingine utasikia wanaita the gateway. A device over here yenye inaitwa router. Our router ni a device that allows communication between two different networks. Okay? Cause the story is this: without our router over here, PC5 hapa haiwezi ping EPC huku. Unakumbuka tulisema tunatumia ping ku test a network connection. So our ping will test if our device is on. Yeah? The only way tuliping from this computer to that computer to that computer on the same network, cause like ziko on the same network, so they can just ping without a router. Kama router hakuna, computers on the same network can ping, can do that test. But if you're trying to access another computer in another network, all right, hivyo the only way tunaweza fanya hivyo is through a router, through our gateway. Sawa. And our router itakuwa na 2 IP addresses. Itakuwa na an internal IP address for this network na another internal IP address for this other network. All right. So anyway, I've gone right ahead. All this stuff need to be configured. It's not like ati unabaingi tu hizi vitu na unazileta kwa nyumba na everything works. Hizi vitu zote zinakuwa set up na a network engineer, you know, for big networks, kitu kama hiyo. So now let me see what's the IP address of this computer. This is the IP address. So the IP address of this computer is 10.10.10.20. That is the computer there. This other one, I'm just gonna hover it. The IP address is 10.10.10.10. Let's see if this one has an IP address. Oh yeah, that IP address is 10.10.10.30. Ilikuwa nishaeka. Cool. Aya. Na hii computer yetu hapa iko na this. So let's say this computer 192.168.0.10 inataka kuping hii computer hapa. Yeah? 10.10.10.20. Poa. So what do? We need to have a router, because router ndio itaweza ku transmit. Router kenye router inatumia kenye router inatumia IP address. It's different from the switch inatumia MAC address ku forward traffic, but router inatumia IP address ku route traffic. All right, so let's ping. I'm gonna do my simulation. I'm gonna turn on my simulation so that we see how these packets actually get to go. No, let me kwanza do just without turning on the simulation. I'm gonna just do real time. The easy packets zirudi mbio very fast, as in. So I'll come here, I'll go to my command prompt. That is just the same way as going here, terminal, tukotshaongelea hiyo story, na ina show up hapo. So yeah, anyway, we'll get back into that. For now, let's just watch and learn. So I'll do ping. Our IP address on that other side was 10.10.10.20. So I'll do ping 10.10.10.20. Tunakumbuka inatuma how many packets? 4 packets, and then pia hiyo ingine ina reply na packets. Alright, so when I press enter, boom. Wait, am I in the simulation mode? My good lord. Oh, request timed out. Hold up, there's something wrong. Let's see. Let's just wait and see. Request timed out. Show me again. Oh, I remember. I know why the request is timed out. Sorry. See, this is what a network engineer usually does. Ana troubleshoot network. So yo ping, unaona ping inanionyesha kwa nini inasema request timed out. So inamaanisha kuna kitu yenye sija configure hapa yenye ndio maana like vitu zina fall. So this is it. I know what the problem is. Kenye ina happen sahi ni hivi. Hii computer inatuma packets to the switch, si ndio? Ikishatuma packet to the switch inaanza kutafuta IP address inaitwa 10.10.10.20. But switch haijui hiyo IP address. Inaanza kutafuta MAC address, sorry, because switch inatumia MAC address. So switch inaanza kutafuta MAC address ya device flani 10.10.10.20. But switch haijui hiyo MAC address because your computer haiko connected to this switch, sindio? So I need to be able to guide the switch to ndio hiyo switch iweze kuforward traffic to this router, na ikisha forward traffic to that router, so router ndiye sasa nayo sasa itajua sasa, actually 10.10.10.10 iko on this other network, so acha nitume packets on that side. And how do we actually do that? So ni maana nimesema like switch inaitwa gateway. Senye tulikuwa tuna configure hapa, like nikiconfigure, I'm sorry, we'll just learn more about this when we get into networking, but I'll have to come at this place yenye inaitwa default gateway hapa, because I'm trying to change, and then I'll have to give it the IP address, the internal IP address the router for computer lab 1. Let me just do that. Our internal IP address nilikuwa nishaandika hapa. So this router of mine, on this side nimeconfigure on this Ethernet, on this, cause router yetu, by the way, I need to tell you this. Our router this router over here has 2 Ethernet NICs, 2 Ethernet network interface cards. Na hizi ni cables, hizi ni hizo Ethernet cables. Ukiona hii black ni the Ethernet cable yenye tulikuwa tunaongelea last time. So hii iko connected to that side. This side kwa hii Ethernet NIC yenye iko kwa this router, on this side nimeipea IP address just the same way nilikuwa napea this other computers IP addresses. Nimepea this Ethernet NIC an IP address 192.168.0.1, and on this other side nimepea na 10.10.10.1. Actually, let me just open that router configuration so that you can see. Najua I'm really more tupa into the deep end, but for now just watch and learn. See, like, you don't need to stress so much about this. So ndio hii hapa nilikuja configure. If you see it right there, ndio hii hapa nilikuja nikaiandika hapa. Mimi ndio niliandika this address. So unaona first Ethernet 0.0.0, hiyo ni one of the Ethernet network interface cards on this router. Nikaipea 192.168.0.1 for the Ethernet NIC yenye connected to our computer lab 1. Sawa. And then this Ethernet NIC yenye connected to our computer lab 2 nikakuja pia nikaipea another IP address right there as you can see. Let me show you this. Sasa mimi nikaeka hii IP address 10.10.10.1 ndio sasa router iweze kujua manze nikichukua hii traffic from this side naipeleka to this other network na naipeleka aje, sawa. So hizi IP addresses yenye nimepea router yenye nilipea na hapa hivi kwa fast ethernet 0, hii hapa yenye nilipea na 192.168.0.1, I'm gonna copy that address, yeah, and then I'm gonna go to my computer over here, and then this computer nikikuja kwa IP configuration kuna hii kitu inaitwa default gateway. My default gateway over here, unaona sasa hii inasema 0.0.0.0. Hiyo ndio maana like hiyo traffic inashindwa kusonga. So on that I'm gonna come here and then paste my router's IP address. Hiyo ndio sasa gateway, ni kama mlango, unajua ni kama mlango. Anyway, cool, I'll get more into that. So I have to do this for all these computers ndio ziweze kujua like kama hiyo IP address yenye tunatafuta haiko on this network, tunaweza forward wapi hiyo traffic. So switch itajua acha ni forward traffic to 192.168.0.1 which is our router's IP address. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and put that on these other computers too. So I'm done with computer lab 1. I'm also gonna put this IP address, this second one yenye iko kwa computer lab 2 10.10.10.10.1 for the router, the default gateway. So on this other side I'm coming here, naenda kwa IP configuration, nakuja hapa na paste that IP address there, naenda pia kwa hii computer nyingine na paste hapa, naenda kwa this other computer over here and I just come and paste it right in there. Cool. So now this is cool. Now when we try and ping this computer over here which was 10.10.10.20, hii device itaweza kukuja alafu itaweza kuisukuma iende to the other side, sawa. Aya ndio hii. I'm gonna just no, it's not there. I'm gonna go to my command prompt. See, the first one ili fail. The first one ili fail, so I'm just gonna do that again. What I'll do is I'll click my up arrow. I'm ping 10.10.10.20. After I write that and then I press enter. Boom. Let's see if it works right now. So ya kwanza request timed out, ya pili ndio hiyo ya tatu. Aya, cool. Now I'm just gonna zoom in and give it a pause right there. So what just happened? The first packet ilikuwa dropped cause bado network haikuwa imechangamka. I don't know, kitu kama hiyo. Haikuwa hiyo first packet ilienda missing. Probably mtu mwenye amesomea networking vizuri, like mwenye ni network engineer ataweza kuexplainia better, but as in like hiyo ili fail. And then the other packets zili go through because sasa unakumbuka nilikuwa nimeconfigure our default gateway. So aya, kiangalia hapo hivyo ndio hiyo ya kwanza ikaenda 10.10 ikaenda, and then 10.10.10.20 ikareply. Unaona we sent 4 packets, 3 packets were received, 1 was lost, which is true, sio?